Thank you, thank you. Thank you. What's up, guys? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Coach, kumusta? Long time no see, naligaw ka. Baka thank you. Dami ko yan. Kaliwa. Ay. It's really important. These last two games, we got to win both games. So right now, try to execute our game plan, and hopefully that's enough to get us these next two wins. They're two tough teams that are willing to do whatever to keep those top spots. So it's important on both ends, right? But for us, it's going to go Beermen. We need both games to secure a spot to in the playoffs. So very important for us to do these two. You say that Phil is supposed to be now. How are you feeling right now? I think we're just trying to stay together. You know, we've had some tough games, winnable games. But at this time, you know, sometimes it's out of your control. You know? Sometimes games go down to the wire, and one of the teams makes the right plays, and they win the game. So right now, we're just trying to stay together. Like I said, execute the game plan, and hopefully we'll come out with wins.
not yet satisfied, especially now, kahit naman kami nasa territory namin, kami pa rin underdog sa very strong Miguel team, and hopefully, game, hopefully makuha namin.
very important Diallo.
Meanwhile, Baltazar, big, well covered. Stockton, quick pass. Andrade from the corner. Shot for three.
Excellent ball movement of the double there coming from Converge. Stockton finding the open man in the corner in Andrade.
7-4, a 3-point advantage for the Fiber Xers. It's all Junmar early. Cross-court pass. Ends with Wami. Swings it to Pope. And that will be a foul once again. Oh, will it be a push on Diallo? No, it's not. Oh, that's too early foul.
I won't be surprised if they challenge this Converge because you don't want Diallo with two fouls, but I don't think they will.
So there we go. The instruction is to switch it up. Baltazar will have to man Junmar Fajardo now, and that will be an outside shot. Sent by Trollano, a 3-point conversion to tie this ball game again.
And Don has been playing well, and that's why he's getting the start, if not in today's game.
This is going to be very challenging for Converge. The Import saddled with two early fouls in the first 3 minutes of this game. DJ Perez sends it inside. Pope. It's back to Diallo versus Fajardo, and that will be a 3-second violation. Took too long to develop coming from Pope.
I thought that Pope was going to take that jumper already.
And our two finalists, Coach Mark, of the last Commissioner's Cup are tied from the 8th, 9th, and 10th spots with the Index Road Warriors. Sometimes it's difficult to understand, but they're no longer playing with the imports that they had in Tyler Bay and Benny Boatwright.
Benny Boatwright. Those were two fantastic reinforcements, especially Boatwright versus Mayo. He was exactly the perfect complement for Fajardo. And I don't think both teams can make it. Maybe one of them.
Yeah,
will.
that's true. One of them will be eliminated. As Diallo, I thought he was bumped. Referee's not agreeing. SMB on the attack. Hope. Too deep on the layup. Second effort. Good for Dawn. And adding to that conversation, Jonathan Williams, our best import of the conference in the last Commissioner's Cup, was not able to go back to the Phoenix Show Masters, and they're out early here in the Commissioner's Cup, where they made it to the semifinals the last time out.
It's all about finding the right reinforcement. The one that complements your team perfectly. And Malik Pope, this is the second game that's having a hard time finishing around the basket. And on the flip side, you find a Converge and a Northport who found the correct imports, and they're both on top of the standings.
Wami Delson against Heading. They're forcing him to go baseline. Wami takes the shot over the defense of Heading. Another putback for Junmar. 6 early points for JMF, forcing this early timeout. Coming from the Converge, Fiber Xers. It has been a two-man show. Trollano with 5, Fajardo with 6 to power this quick start for the San Miguel Beermen, who are in desperate need of a win. Timeout requested by Converge. You're down 7-11.
You're so tuned to this Converge SMB match on PBA Rush and the Pilipinas Live app. With San Miguel finding themselves treading unfamiliar waters, a big question is what have the other teams managed to take away from the league's giants? If you ask Coach Peter Martin, it's chemistry. With a sudden coaching swap coupled with multiple import changes, it has been difficult for SMB to find consistency. But Coach Peter also argues that their bench is too deep to allow any excuse to justify their losses. So for today, as they fight for survival, what the coaches ask for is for the Beermen to just play and not second guess themselves. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much for that report, Bell. That's why, Coach, the picking of the first import of the original is so important because only he can be put to injured list and then come back later in the conference.
You know, as good as San Miguel is with their local lineup, it's hard for the local players to play confidently
Yeah.
when they're seeing
Yeah.
when they're seeing
Yeah.
that their import is struggling.
Yep. And the players, the locals will tell you, pag nakakita sila ng import na magaling, pwede ka na mag-loan, di ba? Pwede ka na umutang kasi pwede kang bumangko that your import
Correct.
is going to carry you far into the playoffs. Great spin move there coming from Diallo, and he will be fouled for 2 free throws.
But a good start by San Miguel. This is what they needed, as this is pretty much a do or die game for them.
The annual NBA Watch and Win is back. Watch live games on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live from Jan 13 to Feb 16, and wait for the questions to be flashed on screen during breaks. Visit nba.onesports.ph after to send in your answers. And there are so many things that could still happen for Converge, but you have to handle the things that are still under your control for this specific ball game. If you rise to the challenge, beat the San Miguel Beermen, you will be alone at the top for the time being.
But it's crazy that they can fall all the way to number 7 if they lose this
Yeah,
game.
so many things can happen. You never know with the PBA quotient. As Wami Chong Son, ooh, looks like Stockton got a piece of it on the way up. Stockton leaves it for Diallo, heading now. Uses the Diallo screen. Winston in the ball game from the second unit. Diallo with a shot that's good to the short corner.
And that's the aspect that Diallo can bring really for Converge. When they need the bucket, they can go to him in the post.
Another stop here for the Fiber Xers. Shawnee leaves it for a heading. Quick trigger, 3-point shot. No. Oh, that will be the third.
3 fouls in less than 6 minutes here for Diallo.
Oh boy, that is going to be challenging for the Fiber Xers. Again, they do not have another, well, able-bodied center right now because Justin Arana is a game-time decision. Not sure yet if he will be fit to play.
Now you have Balti on Junmar. But this is the matchup everyone wants to see.
Malik Po must take this chance, must make himself known as a good import for the San Miguel Beermen. Offensive rebound for Stockton, denied from behind by Junmar. 3-point shot, still won't work. And Pardo finally says enough. Wami goes to CJ. They go inside quickly. Biggest defensive challenge of Baltazar's young PBA career. 3-point shot won't work. Another put back for the Kraken.
That's the problem here. You see the difference in height and in size here between Balti and Junmar. So Balti will have a hard time blocking out Junmar Fajardo from the offensive glass.
Junmar Fajardo, the bonus is also good. 9 points early. As his former mentor, Lakay Daniel Defonso, looks on from the opposite bench. This all local crew will have to heat up. Will have to hit shots from the outside. Johnny Winston with lead intentions. Wanting a slam. You know, Coach, during the warm-ups, I'm sure that our PBA fans want to hear this. During the warm-ups, the Converge Fiber Xers were really hot. They were dunking all over the place.
They were
Alex
dunking.
Cabagonda, and then their new guy, MJ Garcia, dunk. So I think that transferred into the game because someone wants a poster right here.
Winston continues his consistent play this season as somebody coming off the bench, 10 points in that game against Blackwater. But you're right, Carlo. Without Diallo, you're gonna need some outside shooting from Stockton, Heading, and Winston to stay abreast with San Miguel.
Even Brian Santos, maybe, as
Yeah,
a
Brian
scorer
Santos.
who could shoot from the outside. DJ, second three. No, it won't be. Rebound hooked by Stockton. They have the numbers here. The running game, Heading. Another attempt. That's 3 misses now from downtown from Jordan.
But those are good shots. Couple of 3-pointers missed by Heading from transition, which is not a bad thing if you convert.
Junmar testing the defensive body. Double team comes for him. And that's another stop for the Fiber Xers.
Good help defense coming from Alex Stockton.
Deshaun on the drive. The runner is gone. So this all local crew trying to get back into this ball game, getting another set of points from the second unit. Winston thought he was bumped as well, coming from Junmar. As he had the first time out for SMB, they're up by 6 points, 19-13. The long-standing relationship between Danny Ildefonso and Junmar Fajardo is well established. It helps when you get drafted into the squad that has a PBA champion, one of the PBA's 40 greatest, two-time most valuable player. And when they selected Junmar Fajardo, he had an automatic mentor. And what Danny Ildefonso would say is that Junmar Fajardo, with all of his size and all of his skill, was the most humble student that he has ever had. It didn't matter how many MVPs, how many BPCs he picked up. He was listening to everything that Danny Ildefonso had to offer.
And it has not changed. Despite the fact that he is an 8-time MVP, it's the same Junmar Fajardo, a student of the game.
The humility of Junmar Fajardo has enabled him to keep adding weapons into the arsenal. He's turned into a deadly center, not just in the PBA, but internationally as well. Santos also misses from the outside. The tap won't work for Balte.
The 3-point shot has not fallen here for Converge.
Wami, that will be another 3 for SMB. That's their third of the game. 1 for him, Perez, and Trollano.
I think that was a mistake from Heading, helping out from the strong side corner, especially when it's a shooter like Johnson.
There's a 9-point lead for the San Miguel Beermen. Deshaun goes to Baltazar, trying to put the moves. Will be forced to miss by the Kraken.
I think Balte is rushing his shots a
yeah.
bit, maybe a bit intimidated here by Junmar.
It's his first chance to go up against Junmar. Another open 3 won't work this time. Back tap from Junmar, lands with Pope. Pope will try from the outside. Will not fall. Stockton on the move, hangs midair. Can't get the friendly roll. And these early attacks, not necessarily a bad idea from Converge.
Absolutely. That's a great game plan if you're Converge. They're just not making the shots.
CJ sees a gap in the defense and that signature finger roll.
Against Northport, San Miguel dug themselves into a hole with a bad start. Now they're making sure they're taking care of business in the first quarter.
And while the opposing import is in foul troubles, might as well maximize the opportunities. As Stockton will try from deep. Finally, it falls for Converge.
And I still can't believe that Alex Stockton is shooting 39% from three.
Well, it did not take a lot for FEU. That was the case back then. That's a weapon that he has really sharpened here in the PBA. But this guy never really had any doubt about his shooting.
This guy could shoot even when he was in high school.
27 to 16, back to an 11-point lead for the Beermen. Of course, the Lex Road Warriors and Magnolia Chicken and Black Masacha both looking on
For sure.
because the result of this game will matter to them. That foul picked up by Stockton against TJ. 3-point shot must fall for Converge to be able to get back into this game. Stockton trying to go for the swipe against Jongson. He pays for it with a 3-point conversion on the other side. 9.6 rebounds. Already solid numbers the first quarter for Junmar. JL De Los Santos asking for a screen. That would be a 3-second violation. For Pau Habilionar. Junmar may get away with some 3-second violations, but not if you're a young guy like Pau Habilionar. The referees will be on you very, very strictly. As Autua, outsmarts the young guy with a basket inside.
Autua just too big for Pau Habilio now.
And no other choice for Converge. And just Rana might not be available for them in this game. JL attacks. And he is fouled.
If there was a game that they needed maybe 45 minutes from Chic Diallo, this was the game without Justin Arana.
But with 3 early fouls in the opening minutes of the first quarter, they might not get 30 from him in this matchup. Deshaun, the pull-up jumper. That's off. Easy pickup from Pope. Now they will slow it down. They will try to go for the last shot. 1 foul to give for the Converge Fiber Xers. And it is given up by Brian Santos. Well, timed one. Right before the shot attempt coming from Jericho.
10 seconds left here for San Miguel to take a shot.
Jericho will use the top ball screen. There's a switch. He pulls the trigger early, and he will miss. Still enough time for Converge to run. Jericho, though, gets a clean swipe. The buzzer beating attempt. Will only hit glass. Tough first quarter for the Converge. Fiber Xers losing their import early due to 3 personal fouls, allowing the San Miguel Beermen to lead 29-16 at the end of our first quarter. Autua delivered good contributions all around against Northport. 14, 6, and 8, showing that if Malik Pope will not play up to par, there is another big man from the local crew of San Miguel Beer who could help Junmar Fardo out.
He was a difference maker, especially in the second half when he entered towards the end of that third quarter. Not only the offensive contributions, but he also defended well against Kadim Jack in the fourth quarter.
And it all goes back to picking the correct import from the get-go because only he can come back into it. It happened for the San Miguel Beermen. They were not really sold on Quincy Miller because he was an import that they had for the EASL competition. They had to start with him. You know who had the same problem? The TNT Tropangiga in the last Commissioner's Cup, also starting with Quincy Miller because Ronde Hollis Jefferson got sick right before the start. So when Ronde got injured, they couldn't get him back. It had to be his brother Ralier who ended the conference for them.
Thanks, Carlo, for clarifying that because I did not know there was such a rule before today.
So if you're SMB, you are testing your import, you're looking at what else he can deliver. Is he fit for the system? Or are you on the lookout for your fifth import of the conference? That's a foul thrown by Pope, attacking the defense of Pavillonar, and you have to score. You have to attack against a rookie here in the PBA.
I'm actually surprised he's getting another game today, but of course that's maybe they couldn't get somebody to come in right away, but he has an opportunity to show that maybe he can stick around for the rest of the conference. But you're right. Looking at in defending you, you have to attack aggressively.
We send it over to Bell.
As you've been talking about, Carlo and Coach Mark, choosing a reinforcement is a make or break, and it can be very discouraging seeing Malik Pope's number as he just averaged in 2 outings. Malik Pope holds himself accountable, saying that the time has just been too short for him to get his flow and be well acquainted with SMB's plays. And while Malik placed a big emphasis on showing up as part of a collective unit tonight, he's also very wary of repeating the discouraging errors from his previous games and wants to be better in taking care of the ball. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you for that report, Bell. If you remember, in the championship that they won in the last Commissioner's Cup, Benny Boatwright was not an original import. Ivan Aska was their original import, and he had a good record, a decent record of 5 wins against 3 defeats. Still, he got the boot because they had to look for a better import who could bring them all the way, and that's exactly what Benny Boatwright did. Second effort from Jericho Cruz scoring for SMB.
But Benny Boatwright, the moment he played, you knew he was the right guy for the job there for SMB with his size and 3-point shooting.
Perfect compliment for Junmar Fajardo, as this is now a 13-point lead for the San Miguel Beermen. Santos could not connect from straight away. That will be an offensive foul against Moto Tua. Oh, now looks like there was an elbow that connected with the face of Pavillonar. So seeing him in college, this is the guy who will not shy away from diving straight
Pavillonar will mix it up with anybody.
Into the gut of whatever commotion that there is.
Not afraid of contact for sure. They're gonna take a look at this foul on Tautua.
Well, the offensive foul was already called. Tautua trying to get a steal at early position, bumping Brian Santos, who dropped to the spot first. And then Pavillonar puts himself right there, and then boop, gets clipped by Tautua. Let's see what the judgment will be. Interesting here. You can see Coach Daniel Defonso literally telling Justin Baltazar how to box out, how to defend Junmar Fajardo at the post.
And I'm sure there's nobody who knows Junmar as well as Danny I.
It's just funny because you did everything you can to make Junmar Fajardo the best possible player that he can be, and then you have to teach someone else to defend him. So it's a double technical foul because they were also not happy with the way that Habilionar got into the face of Totua,
That's right. He has no business.
initiated the
being there.
bump as well.
I think the tech is only on Avillona. Well,
Again, the offensive foul was already called. Play was already dead. Oh, so the tech is on. Tech is on Pavillionar, and then a flagrant foul against Tautua for the elbow. So it will be a free throw for SMB, and then 2 free throws and ball possession for the Fiber
Converge.
Xers.
And Tautua has to sit down.
3 minutes.
So Avillona, despite getting a technical, he got what he wanted from this exchange. That's a given.
Yep. And it was already called.
Yep.
He was dead at this stage. But what is the delay about? I mean, they have to sort this out quickly. You know, they finally ask a San Miguel player to take a technical free throw.
Marshall will take the technical because of that technical on Pau Habilonar.
And then the
Two
rookie
shots.
will take 2 shots.
2 shots for Habilonar.
With San Miguel Beer leading 33 to 20. Make that 34 to 20. Coach, are you risking Tig Diallo at any point in this second quarter?
If this goes out of hand, it's now 14. Maybe if it gets to about 20, you have to
put it back.
You
Because
have to put it back.
you won't have a chance to get back into it.
It's going to be difficult. If they make their outside shots, then that can keep them in the game.
A billionaire with a split from the line. So free throws. Canceling out. Justin Baltazar checks in because, well, Junmar is also back in the game.
This is one of the few times you having a flagrant foul is
you're okay with it.
You're okay with it because it's Junmar checking in.
Yep. Deshaun Winston hooks the pass to Balti. Oh, good pass to JL De Los Santos. Misses the one-hander. Tippin won't work either for Brian Santos. Ross on the run. Issues a pass to Marcio. Theo, the layup. Falls in. SMB in complete control of this ball game, leading by 15 points now, early in the second quarter. Deshaun to Balti. His pass, he taps it over to Santos from the corner. Rakal, the specialist, will connect.
That's his job. Kevin Rakal is really a 3-and-D guy here for Coach Gensa.
Oh, good defense coming from JL De Los Santos. Kahilig though with a quick attack. Creating spaces, Junmar a little too deep. He just wanted the rebound. And he scores on the putback anyway.
And Junmar knows he's going to have his way every time if Sheik Jalo is not in the game.
Fajardo with 11 points already. Extending their lead to 14. JL off the spin. Catches off. Bounty. Oh, misses the layup. And you can see that he just is bothered by the mere presence of Junmar Fajardo, making things uncomfortable for him.
And he's playing too fast right now.
Jericho attacks, and that's a free pass. And Bounty could not leave Junmar Fajardo alone.
I mean, when you're pushing with Junmar, it's very hard to be the first man on the help defense.
It's up to everyone else to figure things out, as Bounty will be very busy manning the Kraken. Deshaun goes to Baltazar. Balti Sends it out. Even the pass was a little off from Baltazar. 3-point shot. Oh, that's a 4. Coming from JL De Los Santos. It will be reviewed by our officials to see if that shot was landed before the buzzer.
That's huge because this lead was getting out of hand already here for Converge.
As it stands, it's now 12 for the San Miguel Beermen. And it will have to be the outside shot that will bring Converge back into this.
This is frustrating for Balti. He gets called for another foul. Now Diallo's back in the game. I actually like it because you cannot afford to be down maybe 16 to 20 points at halftime here.
At some point, there's no coming back from a lead that big against a team as good as SMB.
Especially against a team.
Diallo will have to be a very, very good boy here in the third quarter. Outside shot balls for Drake Kahilig.
He has been consistent with that 3-point shot ever since he was traded here to San Miguel.
Remember that game against the Phoenix Masters where Kahilig and Lassiter lit it up in the fourth quarter to rescue themselves for the brink of defeat. Imagine that if they lost that game,
they would be what, 3-7.
They will not, will not even be in the conversation for the playoffs. Let's see how Converge will try to respond here. Heading, one more try from the outside, finally falls for him.
So the shots are starting to fall here for Converge. They're starting backcourt and also back in the game and heading in Stockton.
Because if you get to within maybe 5 to 6 points and Diallo does not commit another foul, you'll be okay at the half. But they'll have to step out and defend Marcio Lassiter. That is 2 triples now.
Marshall relishing his role today, coming off the bench.
Baltazar posting up against Kahilig. The hook pass is deflected and stolen.
A good late double team coming from Junmar.
They're trying to get the ball to Junmar, but he is being fronted by Diallo. Ross has it versus Stockton. Asking for a screen from Kahilig. Cruz goes to the behind the back, snaps back. Won't work on the jumper. Stockton on the Euro, and he will get a couple of free throws.
That's the Stockton I know. Always constantly attacking the basket.
So this one more time, the mid down screen coming from Baltazar, freeing up Jordan Henning, but from a former Gilas guard to another Marcio Lassiter. Alex Stockton, 19 points, efficient from the field, and the 7 assists.
And he was telling me because when he was in FEU, they experimented him to play point guard. He was telling Alec, you cannot be a point guard, Alec. You are a points guard. And he reminded me today that I said that to him and practically telling me that I'm a point guard now in the PBA. So my apologies to Alex.
That's why you had a very long conversation with him. We sent it over to Bell.
After Converge signed Baltazar's former teammate and fellow champion MJ Garcia, the Fiber Xers also just activated him. The idea, according to Coach Franco, is to make MJ their third point guard option eventually, so they could slowly ease Alex Stockton into making him focus on scoring. For Alec, this means a shift in mindset, no more hesitation, and just really trusting himself. So another experiment for him, Coach Mark. Back to you, gentlemen.
What do you think, Coach Mark? Just a focused scorer. Will be Stockton moving forward.
Right now with Stockton and Henning, there is no point guard in this duo. This is really both of them can play with the ball and off the ball. So that's why this is a dynamic duo for Converge.
13-point lead for SMB, 46-33 heading into this timeout. And this was the earlier skirmish between Habilionar and Moto Tua. Again, the technical foul because Habilionar baited Moto Tua to responding. And Tautua did respond, leading to the flagrant foul penalty one and the technical foul on Habilionar for instigating. 3 minutes sit out for Moto Tua, but you know what? You have a Junmar Pardo coming off the bench and going back to his original spot, so it's not too bad.
It's not a problem, but although Tautua has been playing well the past couple of games.
Heading made his first three now. He is heating up.
When you have shooting the way Converge does, you're never out of a game.
And if you can trim it down to 5-6 points at the half, you're golden if you're the Converge Fiber Xers. But for every three that they make, there is a counter from SMB. Baltazar sends it out to Diallo. Stockton now inside to Baltazar. Not being defended by Junmar, so he can be aggressive. He attacks. The one-hander overcooked it.
But the struggles continue here for Balti.
Hilig wants to go back to Junmar. 4:50 remaining here in the second quarter. Johnson with 8 to work with. Johnson with a screen going under. Cannot make them pay though. Oh, good pass. Yellow fouled.
Excellent look again coming from Alec. Let's see if they take a look because this is a contact in the face of Diallo.
Referee not killing it. Will talk to his fellow officials. Rim running was Diallo. Oh yeah, he scrapes the face of Diallo there. But according to the referees, no need for review. Just 2 free throws coming up for Sheikh.
But that's what Converge needs to do here. You mentioned the rim run of Diallo because if he runs hard, these guys heading and Stockton will find you.
The NBA's mid-season classic is here. Watch the 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend live from Feb 15 to 17 exclusively on the BATV Philippines, One Sports, RPTV, and Filipinas Live. It's going to be one awesome weekend. Diallo, the second free throw is good. While his counterpart, Malik Pope, is about to check back into this ball game for Coach Leo Austria. PJ against Stockton. It'll be a fun matchup between those two. They trap PJ for a little bit. He picks up his dribble. Junmar now, reading his options, now posting up against Diallo. Junmar, his pass, way too strong, straight into the hands of Magumar John.
And Diallo doing a good job there. How hard is this? Defending Junmar in the second quarter with 3 fouls.
Yep.
You need to be extremely disciplined here.
11-point disadvantage for the Fiber Xers, but they're getting into their groove on offense. With a 3-point shot starting to fall for them. That's an obvious foul against Junmar, as he did not give Diallo enough space to land safely.
There was forward motion on the part of Junmar, that jumper of Diallo. So Converge slowly chipping away at this lead.
3 early fouls on Diallo in the first quarter enabled the San Miguel Beermen to really dictate what happened in the first 12 minutes. Slowly but surely Converge right back into it.
Diallo with a chance to cut this to single digits. And to me, if they cut it in single digits at halftime and Diallo doesn't commit a fourth, then that's a win for Converge.
Yep. because you can think of things you can do at the half and not have to pay for not paying your import all that much. 49 to 40, 350 left. Johnson. That's a tough pass, but it lands with CJ Perez. The layup is gone over the outstretched arm of Diallo. Andrade, quick trigger, no good.
But that's Converge style. Even when made baskets, they're trying to push the ball, get the transition free.
PJ floats it over to Trollano. Pope against Baltazar. Malik Pope settles for the jumper that's short. Rebound tapped over to Stockton. Stockton, even with 4 defenders running back, forces the shot. He missed it. Fajardo running on the other side. The Kraken will not be denied.
You would think that Junmar is what, 6'1", 6'2", with that kind of a maneuver. Junmar leading the break here, and with heading, look at that, behind the back.
And this best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. You know, he can do it. I've seen him do it, but sometimes he gets just a little bit shy, not pulling off those moves. But from time to time, he'll pull one out.
He is very skilled. Junmar Fajardo.
Back to a 14-point advantage here for the San Miguel Beermen. Good pass. The extra pass. Baltazar finally scores.
Let's see if Baltazar will get going because of that basket.
And he made the shot that he did not have to think about.
Yep,
it was dropped over to him, and all he had to do was go up for the shot. Rogliano being defended by a smaller BJ Andrade. Now Tiongson has it. Asking for a ball screen. Wami goes to the step back at the buzzer. That's good for 3.
And that's the dimension Wami adds to SMB. He's not just a catch and shoot guy. He can also shoot off the dribble. But the quick answer here coming from Andrade.
How confident do you have to be to take that shot? Fresh off missing, but BJ Andrade knows that this is his role. He is there for one specific reason, and that is to torch the net from the outside. He eats up into the lead of SMB 57-45 as we have a timeout. Second chance point, 13 to none. That is how dominant Junmar Fajardo has been for the San Miguel Beermen. Of course, it helps when you do not have a Sheik Diallo to contend with for a majority of that first quarter.
A lot of those coming against Baltazar, Junmar having his way around, pushing Baltazar to get those offensive rebounds.
The Fiber Xers are still giving themselves an opportunity just to stay within striking distance. Oh, I think Wami stepped awkwardly as he's trying to shake it off right now. Pope drives. Pope, that goes nowhere. Diallo running, steps up Stockton, takes the 3. Issues the pass to Heading, the 3-point shot on the way. It rims out. Rebound tapped over to Trollano.
But I love that. I like putting the ball on the floor to get a better shooter in open look.
Quick seal, Junmar. Too easy against Diallo.
If you're Diallo, you have to be careful. You cannot commit another foul here in the second quarter.
Baltazar with a handoff to Heading now, 14-point SMB lead. Jordan at the elbow. For a shot won't work. Johnson with the rebound. Now he's pushing. Wami to CJ. Strong attack, no. Trollano with the offensive rebound. Another chance here. Quick trigger for Wami. It's good again.
All guns are blazing here for Wami Chongson.
But he is asking for a substitution. I think it's an issue with the calf that he's dealing with. 12 points though. All on triples. Stockton. Short corner jumper. Couldn't get it. Battle for the rebound is won by CJ. Forward pass. Trollano is ahead and he is gone.
What a big run here coming from the Beermen. Playing with high sense of urgency, given that they're playing for the 8th seed right now.
3 double-digit scorers, all locals for the San Miguel Beermen. Trollano, Fajardo, and Johnson. Meanwhile, Jordan Henning has found his rhythm here in the second quarter as he lands his 3rd triple of the period, Coach Mark.
Well, he is keeping them close here. 19 points down to 16. They're going to need a lot more from Henning. They're going to need 3-point shooting from Stockton and the other guys as well, because Miguel right now is humming at the offensive end.
And this is what our team standing will look like. North Fork and Converge tied at the top against Converge. If they win this, we'll have number 1 spot for the time being.
They're going to win, but I think they will like their chances of being getting a top 2 position if they win this game. And then something, look at that, 4-6, 4-6, 4-6 between those 3 teams.
That's 8, 9, and 10.
And there are no easy opponents for those 3 squads.
Right, so it might mean that one of our Commissioner's Cup finalists in the last season will not make it.
Possibly
even
2.
Sure,
If
also
Memphis makes
possible.
a run.
Quite an import conference, especially with the no height limits. You have to get it on the first try. But I'm sure SMB will be looking at all their options as we're down to the final 6 seconds. Oh, that's a foul. Will it be? Oh, a shooting foul will be given.
3 shots for CJ.
I think that's 4 shots.
Go 4. Wow. Well, you're right. That's way beyond 4.
So the decision will be challenged by Coach Franco Atienza. And they had a foul to give. And sometimes that foul to give, tough to time.
And why not? No, because this will be for free throws for CJ. Could be down 20 suddenly.
Our technical officials looking at that last action, deciding if it will be for free throws or just sideline throw it for the San Miguel Beermen.
The challenge made by the Fiber Xers was not
It was
successful.
not successful. It was in one motion. And now CJ on the line for 4 free throws to try and extend their lead to an even 20. It was the first though.
That was just a poor play there coming from JL De Los Santos. There's no reason to be reaching in. And CJ is like so far away.
And if you're going to give up a foul, you need to be a lot closer to CJ Perez because there's no chance to blow by you. You can push, you can shove, you can swipe with a foul to give. CJ has been struggling with his free throw shooting all conference long, at about 65%. That's done 1 of 3 so far. So overall, it's not too bad. Don't pay for it too much. If you're the Fiber Xers and you're still left with 4.8 to score on the other side. 3 misses. Oh, but CJ gets it back. The jumper, no. 2 seconds to shoot. Ambojo at the pass, heading. I don't think he had enough time to put it up. And that will be the end of our first half of action, a dominant one. for the San Miguel Beermen. The three-point shooting for Converge gave them an opportunity to eat up into the lead, but Junmar just too good for Baltazar. For Diallo and any defender sent his way. 1 of 7 from the field is Justin Baltazar in his first matchup against the Kraken.
He did not look comfortable on the floor there. Lots of bad misses here coming from Baltazar. And then defensively, Junmar was just a monster here when Diallo went to the bench and just dominance here from the MVP.
And our score at half will be 65-48 in favor of the San Miguel Beermen. Really in desperate need of this win against the Converge Fiber X6.
Kaya ganadong-ganado maglaro.
Speaking of ganado, kita mo naman yung pectus ni Stanley Pringle doon. Kita mo naman yung kilos nito, Coach Archie.
Pinapektos eh. Ang ganda ng kapit ng bola sa board. Pringle. Yung sinasabi natin eh, di ba?
Rebound, Torres. Time for a heat. Cyrus puts it up. Timing it perfectly to end this third frame. Ilaw na po si Torres doon. Bringing Kevin, getting this one out. An injury. Oh! Falling to Wally on top. Spectacular finish by Janelle.
Or this swimming kasi it's
Ooh! Nunu getting up there. And if you not there, don't stop now. Sneakers to son. Left hand to kiss the rim. Look at Nunu. Maybe the breaker shot. Heels for Flores. Wow. Things that will make you. Kate Flores put him. He just put him on his profile pic. The 7 games that they've won na nakita natin yung performance nila, Norwood will miss. Kanya pa rin yung rebound. Gabe, nagawa ng paraan. That's an highlight for Norwood, 4 points in the game. Next story kay Thompson dahil assist sana yun, sabi ni Gabe. Rebound ko pala. Nonetheless, rain or shine, still gets the point that they still
They were together. In the PBA bubble with Matthew Knight.
And that basket is good for Calvin Abueva. Nag-flex pa sa harap. Nung attack niya kakabi.
Except for one foul given to Curtis.
Mabilis na tres mula kay Hans. Oh, he gets the end one.
That's why I like him as a player. Yes, well, he's already been there for quite a while. Pero, reliable pa rin ang kanyang outside scoring.
Injured by itong si Gio. With entry pass. Ooh, protection from Xavier Lucero.
30 effort na kailangan.
mukhang lalabas para Kobe. Take it big.
That is just pure basketball talent. Diba? The defense was there, pero ginawa tubong Siargao. So, kaya ganado magkaroon.
Speaking of ganado, kita mo naman yung pick mo Sprinkle doon.
Taga Siargao, to score underneath.
Bam, from Insert again. Foul this time. That's a 4-point play opportunity para kay Stephen Gittrick. May 3 puntos na. Desho. KO. Scoops it up. And then another F1 para kay Channel KO. Now.
With strip of possession on baseline drive. Dana with a trailer. Dixie Putting space around it. Sit around the boys. What a move.
Ano kung hirap yun? Mansion, Grapevine was able to get that here.
A good guy.
Nice goal by Mariela. Doing exactly what the first is doing. And getting those passes.
Charlie. Boy, Eric waiting for that. Standing on Slavia. Sends it down the baseline. Chris, so the next ball right. Got it.
Yan ang magiging problema ng game. Your big import is not a rim protector. You're going to have to put everything through my shoulder.
Got some minutes on. Good one. Pivot. Oh, what a move. He got it.
Oh! You mix it out of the way, we just like, iba talaga, you know, swerte ko talaga, wala pa si June Matupad.
It's your best. Well, look at that. Big strides.
You have all those 20 points, 8 points, and just one away from matching that total. Ganda naman alaw. Grabe. Oh, you could see that coming from the outside. George King.
Ganda naman yun para kay Monty. And he finishes through the foul.
You know, he twisted the beat to bring up the ball. King. Oh, breaker.
With stop. Oh, stop. He drops himself. The game.
This is natural position for a PBA player. Kaya yung gusto niya. Oh, nice reverse.
With a huge Pinoy step again. 59. Ito abante ng index. Rivero. Stop.
Gitna. Walang buhat ang tayo sa gitna para kay Richie Rivero.
Bring this one out. An injury. Oh! Falling to Paulie up top. Spectacular finish para kay Janelle. Pino to Policarpio. Paulie attacking. Spins baseline. Janelle. He's at himself again.
Person Miguel.
Kahit yung mga tutukan ayaw mahulog para sa Beermen. Xers. Oh, what a move for CJ.
This guy plays with so much pride. Ayaw na talaga makuha na ng gusto. Kanilang tutunan. Kaya pagbalik niya, after sustaining a cut,
And yet another steal for Tolentino. Arvin, iwan kay Navarro. Beautiful fast break execution para sa Batang Pier.
there's just total domination by Northport.
Babawi kapag nag-turnover. Here's Perez again. DJ trims the deficit down to 3. Spectacular performance by CJ Perez. Si Louis.
Effort on the part of Lewis. He's doing a lot of damage inside the shaded area. What's up in the defense? TNT. He's such a what a no look back coming from Bonoy. And there coming towards
Pelesio. At ang kaliwa. Pelesio, hinati yung
You also noticed that Napata came closer to Malesio because he was respecting him.
Hindi mahuhulog. Si Ronde Hollis Jefferson. May oras pa. Pelesio, bumasa kay Tanggalang. Extra pass pa. First basket. The second quarter comes right before the buzzer.
Yeah, may foul
They
again.
want it. Mark Nonoy. Bibitaw. Oh!
TNT had a foul to give. Mark Nono leashing.
RJ trying to draw the foul. He made the shot anyway. He'll take it.
Somebody's gone.
The Lucius for the layup on the other side. A minute. Nothing the pick for a but the fake pass. Layup goes off. Score. Another offensive rebound. And a putback. Ooh. Time has expired on the period. Brownlee for 4 again. Just a touch short. Oh, Scotty Thompson tipped it off the glass and got it to go. It's just crazy. And look at the coach team is smiling. Is it because he wanted a call and didn't get it, or is it because his player is amazing? I don't know.
With their backs against the wall, the San Miguel Beermen making sure that they will have a strong start against the Converge Fiber Xers with a good lead here. At the half, Carlo Pamintuan and Coach Mark Molina on the call for PBA Rush and Filipinas Live. It's now all about making sure that you quell each and every uprising that the Converge Fiber Xers will have here in the second half.
That's what they did. They practically answered every three-pointer made by Converge and heading with a three of their own, a lot coming from Soliano and Wami Johnson. So after the dominant start that they had, led by June Malmahato, the Miguel heading into halftime with a 17-point lead, despite the continued struggle of Malik Pope.
It was inside and then outside for the San Miguel Beermen. They established Junmar Fajardo first and foremost, allowing him to pick up all those fouls against Sheikh Diallo, and when the defense focused on the middle, then the shooters were all of a sudden open for SMB as well.
That's always been the winning formula for Coach Leo Austria and San Miguel Beer. Look at the field goal percentage at 55 to 35. And then the major advantage in rebounding, partly because Sheikh Diallo was in foul trouble, also because Aranya was not there. Second chance points, 16 to 0. This has to change if Converge wants to keep this close and possibly win this game in the fourth quarter. Then the 32 points in the paint. So total domination inside. But you're right. After establishing Fajardo with inside points, when Converge reacted, Wami made 4 3-pointers in that first half. Soliano contributed, TJ as well. So these four guys making up because their import only has 2 points in the first half.
Halftime stats brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Junmar Fajardo with import number 16 points, 9 boards, a steal and a block as well. 7 of 9 from the field. He has drawn 5 fouls already, 3 of them coming. Yalo, as we approach the 50th anniversary of the PBA, we celebrate some of our greatest players ever. Part of the first 25 was William Volks Adornado, 3-time most valuable player, part of the 2005 Hall of Fame.
Before we had Alan Kainig and Marshall Lassiter, this was the original
Dead shot.
shooter of the league, and there was no 3-point shot at that time, but he would have made a lot of threes if William Volks Adornado an MVP as well.
And because of those injuries, my dad would always tell me that he could have gotten 1 or 2 more MVPs and really be in that same conversation as Ramon Fernandez and Alvin Patrimonio back.
Because he was an MVP and then had a knee injury.
Yep.
Came back and was the same player for a while, but towards the latter part of his career, he struggled with injuries once again. But he was as smooth as you can get.
Of course, the tech may be not up to par yet in making sure that knee injuries could be bounced back from completely. As we're ready to resume action here in the third quarter, an adjustment coming from the starters of Converge as we have Alex Cabagnot joining Alex Stockton, Diallo, Justin Baltazar, and Jordan Heading. Quick drive, that's an end one for Diallo. They threw that up. They wanted Diallo attacking the shaded area, attacking Junmar Fajardo.
With these 3 guys, you have 3 playmakers now on the floor for you for Converge, and Alex Cabagnot making sure to set up Diallo in that pick and roll play, because they need to attack Junmar as well with his pick and roll defense.
Bonus free throw also falls for Diallo. That is a good way to start this third quarter for the squad of Coach Franco Tienza. There is a foul. Alex Cabagnot against the bigger Don Trollano. And when you have 3 guards, it means that the small forward of SMB will be defended by a guard from Converge.
That's Cabagnot defending against Trollano.
Hope on the attack, gets one to drop. 6 points in the game for Malik. Heading goes to Diallo, sends it out to Cabagnot. Back to Heading. Jordan will not get the bounce. Up. Falls to CJ. Miguel Beermen trying to attack early, but the defense has already set up for the Fiber Xers. CJ to Tiongson. Oh, he is hot in this ball game. That is 15 points, all on threes for Wami.
Junmar did not touch that ball in that sequence, but because of that roll, it attracts a lot of the defense, and that left Wami open. I think I'll take it back.
Alex Stockton knows what it takes to come back from a big deficit against the San Miguel Beermen. Remember last conference, he did it in the playoffs. So they're still hopeful that they can find their way back into this contest. DJ on the attack. Perez creates space but not back at home. Junmar, another putback.
Nothing Diallo can do, and Diallo asking for a loose ball foul there on Junmar.
Heading the 3-point shot, no. Rebound hooked by Malik Pope. Junmar trying to get position early. Now he's posting up. Draws the double team. The pass was off. And up Converge, they have the number. Stockton, strong drive, challenging the defense of Pope.
Fearless drive there coming from Alex Stockton. This is the winning formula for Converge. They really need to push the pace of this game.
Malik steps out. The 3-point attempt off. Another chance to score here for the San Miguel Beermen. Diallo frustrated that he's not getting the balls against Junmar Fajardo. A 3 from CJ. Short. Rebound for Heading. Forward pass. Baltazar goes for 2.
where Converge is most dangerous. Baltazar doing a good job there, eking out.
And the shots that he does not have to think about. No Junmar for hard to contend with. Good cut coming from Gyeongson, but he left it short. However, that is a horrible turnover coming from the Converge Fiber Xers. As Diallo threw away what would have been a stop already.
Wami has made 5 threes in this game, but he misses the easy layup. Fortunately for San Miguel, they get the ball back.
He sent it over to Bell.
Coach Danny Ildefonso associates their lack of rebounding and their 0 to SMB's 16 second chance points with the early foul trouble that crucified them. He also admitted that Baltazar being intimidated by Jude Marks seems to be a factor in his quiet first half. But Coach Danny urged him that when double teams come his way, he shouldn't pass the ball right away and bow down to his defenders, but rather should make space and find his own shooting. Setting better screens for their guards was also an emphasis at the half for Converge. We were also able to check in on Lonnie Thompson, who sprained his right ankle but was given anti-inflammatory medicine. That's why he was able to return. And we send our well wishes to Rodney Bronya, who's not in the arena tonight. He is nursing a flu. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much for that report, Miss Bell. And you know, sometimes a young guy can use the inspiration of going up against a veteran, going up against an idol to really push himself to the very best of his capacities. Mark Nonoy did it against Jason Castro, but sometimes you will also be blinded by the bright lights of high stakes basketball against Junmar Fajardo.
Right now, Jumar's not even playing Balti. They're not matched up together, but still, it's in the head of Balti.
But Azar missed it. But I think the board was tapped, so it will be reviewed if there was goaltending violation.
This could be a big break here for Converge. They're making some headway here in the third quarter for sure.
But their defense really has to bite because they allowed 29 in the first and 36 coach in that second period.
Alti will take this reverse.
Oh yeah, Mark got to the net, so
this could be
Take a bath already. Take a bath already. You don't take a bath. Why? Yeah.
oh no interference. The touch on the net, according to the referee, did not affect the shot whatsoever. So that's just the stop for the San Miguel Beermen. Jordan Heading also hobbling a little bit after trying to chase a steal against Wami.
Converge with a little bit of a full court command here just to delay the offense of San Miguel.
Might as well do it when you have 3 guards clearing the floor out there. Perez using the fire to screen up top. He locates Trollano. 3-point shot for Don is good.
TJ is a master of this play, and then being a decoy to pick out for those shooters.
Abagnot goes baseline. Locates Balti. Overcooked it, TJ with a stop. Perez with the Pope handoff. TJ on the switch. Perez goes down low. Pope, the push shot is good.
That's actually his shot. He has that floater inside the paint, Malik Pope.
And with the San Miguel Beermen threatening to break this game wide open with CJ Perez's playmaking, no other choice for the Converge Fiber Xers but to call this time out at the 7:16 mark of your third quarter. It is 77 to 58 in favor of SMB. Malik Pope, 14 and 9, quiet in his first game, and then a disastrous output of 4 points and 8 rebounds against the Northport Batangfier, but not help his squad win that ball game. But now you can see that CJ Perez is doing his best to make things a little bit easier for his import Malik Pope, trying to boost his confidence by giving him good shot opportunities around the rim.
He's playing much better today. 8 points now in the game for Pope. Also learning what the strengths of his teammates are, so he can play as a complementary piece here to CJ and Junmar.
And Converge has been trying, but there have been responses coming from the side of San Miguel Beer. Meanwhile, Justin Baltazar getting into a groove now, converting on that three.
That's really the value of Justin Baltasar. Not only can he score inside the paint, he has a great 3-point shot as well.
Again, we thank everyone for joining us on PBA Rush and Pilipinas Live, including Coach Charles, watching us from abroad right now. Good pass to Diallo, gets another and one.
So big turn of events there. Possible goaltending not called, and then they score quickly on the other end. This has been their strength all game long. Transition points and Diallo outrunning Junmar.
And Diallo, with all that additional rest in the first quarter, will have so much stamina here in the second half. So all he has to do is really run to the other side and beat Junmar Pardo.
And if he doesn't get into foul trouble anymore, you expect him to play the entire second half.
Mm-hmm. Bonus free throw. Gets the friendly roll. Team owner, Dennis Anthony Wu, Governor Delta Pineda, watching from the baseline. Their squad still down here, but they're trying their best to battle back. DJ has been a tremendous creator. Loops it up and in.
Again, it's very difficult for Diallo to be defending Junmar and then helping out on that drive of CJ Perez.
As good as defender as he is, that's a tough challenge for anyone. All 3-point shot falls as Alex Stockton starts to feel himself here in the third quarter.
These two guards really play well off each other, heading and stuff.
DJ against the big. And now Malik Pope posting up against Stockton. Pope fouled, he gets the end one.
You have to score. If Alex Stockton gets switched on you in the low post, and Malik Pope with this strong move against Stockton for this possible 3-point play.
See the foul called against Stockton, scraping the shooting arm of Malik Pope as he hits double digits with 10. 3-point play completed by the SMB import. 82-67, 5.5 remaining here in your third quarter. Good pass inside, and that's a foul on CJ Perez against Stockton.
Moving well without the ball in that last play. He has come alive here in the third quarter. Keep the hopes alive for Converge.
The annual NBA Wash and Win is back. Watch live games on NBA TV Philippines. One Sport, the Pilipinas Live from Jan 13 to Jan 16. And you can wait for the questions to be flashed on screen during the breaks. Visit nba.onesports.ph after to send your answers. CJ Perez doing a lot of damage here in this third quarter. But they can't seem to shake off the Converge Fiber Xers for good. They're staying stubborn as they want to claim the top spot so far in our standings with a win here today. That's another and one. And Malik Pope making a statement in this game against the Fiber Xers.
This is the best quarter he has played in the past 3 games. Malik Pope showing us the ability to also post up against a taller Justin Baltasar.
Missed on the free throw though, but still good enough for a 15-point San Miguel Beer lead. Stockton goes to the corner to Winston. Deshaun Pull-up jumper, mid-range, money.
That really is a jumper. Very good pull-up mid-range jumper here for Winston.
Poliano on the attack. Uses the re-screen. Dawn forces it up and in. Arthur now in this ball game. Poliano being effective. Heading. Attacks the defense. Leaves it for Baltazar. Scores finally against Fajardo.
Converge, their offense is humming here in the third quarter, but they're not going to need some defensive stops to cut this lead.
They still have a lot of time to work with. Even with a double-digit deficit, they leave Jericho open, but he misses from the outside.
There's one stop. Let's see if Converge can get maybe 3 or 4 consecutive stops here.
Stockton uses the screen. He locates Yalo, the one-hander. That is automatic.
For playoffs, they are sensing a bit of a run here from Converge. He will call this time.
And these guys will not quit. They found themselves down by double digits many times here in this conference. And they will not go down without a fight against SMB. Timeout requested by the Beermen. The earlier clean block listed for Diallo turned out to be a goaltending violation upon review of our officials. This was the layup coming from Pope. Did it peak? Looked like it was on the way down already.
But that adds to Pope's big third quarter.
Yep. 15 points the ball game for him. 11 in the period. 88-75. Officially our score. A 13-point lead. Junmar wants it against Diallo. Fajardo. The soft touch won't work. Rebound for Sheik. Another stop for the Fiber Xers. That is a foul against Jericho. Not yet in penalty though. Only the 14th foul for the San Miguel Beermen. 3:14 remaining in the third. San Miguel Beer has threatened to break this game wide open a couple of times already, but Converge staying in it. Yalo, another layup. Won't fall this time, but he draws the foul from Junmar.
As you can see here, how frustrated this guy is. Very frustrated. Missing that shot, and that's why but inspired Converge here for playing well in this conference because they have a high quality import.
And would you believe it? He will get to his 4th personal foul ahead of Sheik Diallo. And it has not been Diallo posting up. It has been working Junmar Fajardo on the high ball screen. Because it's an easier opportunity to attack against them, to use your speed and not your hand.
You're better off face up against Fajardo, especially on the move in ball screen situation.
And this is a good chance for the Converge Fiber Xers. No Junmar Fajardo to contend with. Although Toto Tua is a good substitute. But no one is Junmar, is the point I'm trying to make.
There's no Junmar in the league.
There's no equivalent.
In fairness to Moto Tua.
In fairness to everyone else for that matter. 11-point disadvantage for Converge. 3 minutes still remaining here in your third quarter. Jericho to Wami. Thompson has been hot from the outside. Now Mo will test the defense of Diallo. Kautua with a good move, scoring with the left hand.
I like that because you still Diallo in foul trouble, so you can get into the low block as well without doing.
Winston kicks it out to Rahal. Almost lost it. He recovers, and then a foul is called. And they are in penalty. A little too aggressive there, coming from Jericho. As he sends Rahal to the line for 2.
This is something Converge can take advantage of. Just a 13-point lead. If they can get in single digits, this will be different in the fourth.
Run through worse. And we remind you once again that the NBA's midseason classic is here. Watch the NBA 2025 All-Star Weekend live and from February 15th to 17th exclusively on NBA TV Philippines on Sports, RPTV, and Filipinas Live. It's going to be one awesome weekend. $90-79, an 11-point lead, but this has been the barrier for the Converge Fiber Xers. Working down low, Maliko gets another and one against Jalen Bohon.
Now we know that he's really getting comfortable. It was nowhere to be found the last couple of games. Nice post move, and this is really a shot. He had this one-handed floater. Shoots it to a very high percentage.
This is the bonus though, but still, the 11-point barrier still remains against the Fiber Xers. Diallo, eaten up by the defense, and now Tiongson is pushing. Wami red hot from the 3-point distance. Switch on him. So there's the guard defending Tautua. But they're able to switch back. Wami, another 3 on the way. Good again!
Smart play by Wami because confusion in that switching defense coming from Converge, and Wami simply goes to the ball. There's nobody on him. Takes that jumper.
18 points, all threes. Counter will not fall for Deshaun Winston.
Every good shooter, the secret is the movement without the ball, and Wami showed us a master class in that possession.
Wami, another one. This is from the outside on the heat check. Deshaun on the push. Max Miller missed it. Third attack here for Marcio. Lassiter throws it up, and he is fouled, taking the 3.
This is what you need with Xers and Miguel. When Duma is on the bench, you want the guards to carry the punches offensively, and Wami's doing that.
So after all those early struggles, Coach Mark Baltazar finding means to be effective in this game.
He has settled down, playing much better here in the third quarter.
Marcio is headed back to the free throw line for 2 more.
Smart play by Marshall, consecutive possessions. You don't want to foul Marshall because this guy is a dead shot from the free throw line as well.
Step to the road, playing off the bench in this ball game. Controliano got the start from Coach Leo Austria. Deadliest 3-point shooter in PBA history. But you cannot forget about his strong attacking game. Marshall only manages a split. Rebound goes to Malik Pope though. Marshall, the quick 3, in and out. Back to an 18-point lead rather for SMB. Abagnog running the clock down. They want the final attack of this third quarter. Both teams in penalty. Abagnog trying to time it perfectly. Uses the Santos screen. Ryan had the ball stolen away from him. For 4, Chris goes at the butter. No.
Kapos.
And that will be the end of our third quarter of action. A couple of times the Converge Fiber Xers brought it down to 11, but San Miguel will extend their lead 99 to 81 heading into the fourth and final quarter of action. Well, the story of this matchup so far has been the size of the San Miguel Beermen. And it really helps when you have a Junmar Fajardo beasting inside, picking up 3 quick fouls coming from Yalo dominating the shaded area. Only 2 second chance points for Converge throughout this ball game. A couple of times they got within 11 thanks to the efforts of Alex Stockton, 17 points, 8 assists, and 2 steals. But they're still down big heading into the fourth quarter because Malik Ford had himself a great third quarter performance. 4 points in the first 2 quarters, and then all of a sudden 13 in the third. A double-double now for the fourth import seeing action for SMB here in the Commissioner's Cup.
What a big lift from Malik Pope here for San Miguel. And when your import is playing that well, the locals will also respond and they will play more confidently.
Baltazar trying to outsmart the defense of Tautua. Started a little too strong. Fourth quarter will begin with Chris Ross sharing the floor with Jericho Cruz, Malik Pope, Mo Tautua, and Marcio Lassiter. Malik Pope denied. Oh, but there's a call. There's a foul from our trail referee. 2 free throws for Pope.
They call the foul on Baltasar. But the important thing here with Pope, he attacked aggressively with a purpose.
Mhm.
And he got the benefit of the doubt.
Free throws will need work coming from Malik Pope. See this from another angle. Got the ball first.
Ball
Scraped
in
the
the
arm next.
Here's the right ball.
Because when you're a basketball player, when you feel you hit ball, you don't think about anything else. You feel it's always clean as long as you get a touch on the ball.
And even if you felt the arm, you won't admit it.
Balti whistled for his 4th personal. As this lead is now at 19 for the San Miguel Beermen. The counter-attack will have to start soon for Converge. Racal wide open, and he will not miss too many shots. Shots that are undefended.
That's a good set there coming from Converge, because anytime you have a corner 3 open for a guy like Cal, that's good basketball.
A specialist for Coach Franco Tienzo. Lassiter locates Ross. Looking for Pope inside. Balti has 4 fouls. Ross posting up against Jordan Heading. Ross to Tautua. He will take the shot from the outside. That's the miss. Heading now gives it up to Diallo early. Deshaun uses the screen from Schick. A pull-up jumper, no. Oh, that's a big boy block coming from Pope down low. Jericho, the runner short. Rebound picked up by Balti. Recovery from Racal. The pull-up jumper is the miss. Scramble here, Heading. All of a sudden, open. Push shot is good for 2.
Give a lot of credit to Converge for the effort they're showing here. Not giving up. Still playing their best here despite down big.
playing without their big in Justin Arana in this ball game. Instead, he was a game time decision, but it looks like he will not be seeing action for this matchup. It will be the fourth personal foul of Yalo. Sean Winston, rather, is whistled for the foul. And it'll send Moto Tua to the line for 2.
Once again, good minutes coming from Moto Tua while Junmar was resting.
He throws it over to Bell.
As Converge looks to trim this deficit, we listen in to how Coach Franco wants to approach these early minutes of this last quarter. Defensively, no longer wants double teams, reminding the Fiber Xers that they should make sure they tighten their defense on their man. Offensively, you would want to see a guy open from the corner for the outside shot, just like what we saw with Kevin Rakal a few seconds ago. You gentlemen.
Thank you for that report, Bell. Let's see who will deliver here in the fourth quarter for them. More often than not, big fourth quarters belong to Jordan Heading and Alex Stockton. Coming from the Converge Fiber Xers, those two will have the tag team to give their squad a lift. Almost connecting was Stockton from deep.
Well, these two guys have the green light for sure here from Coach Franco Atienza.
16-point advantage. If you get it down to maybe 10-8, 5 minutes remaining, you're still in business if you're Converge.
We saw that Northport San Miguel game.
Jericho Cruz gets the friendly bounce to extend their lead back up to 18. Heading asking for a screen. Slowed down by the help of Junmar. Yalo. One-hander is good, and then that will be the fifth on Junmar, and it will be reviewed if it was a flagrant foul.
This can be huge. This is 5 fouls now on Junmar.
So our referees working with our table officials to see what the call will be. If it's a flagrant, bonus free throw for Diallo, and then an extra ball possession for the Fiber Xers. Oh, that extra small step for Junmar might cost him. And it will. Wow. And coach, since this is the second flagrant foul, that's 5 minutes of game time that Fajardo will have to spend on the bench for SMB.
That is a big development here. 5 minutes and then
We're going now?
And only come back at the 3:30 mark. So mark the score right now. It's 104-88. Let's see what state SMB will be in once Junmar is ready to check back into the action.
Now if you're Converge, this gives you a lot of hope here that you can turn things around here in the next 5 minutes. Possession will be with Converge.
Still enough time for the Converge Fiber Xers to try and turn things around, even if they're still down by 15. They already got an N1 play in this possession, and they eat into this lead further. That's short and rebounded by Tautua.
That's Moto Tua. Just stepping up to the plate once again and providing good defense.
And fully accepting his role with the San Miguel Beermen as a reliever for Junmar Fajardo. Marcio has it. 7 seconds to work with. Import versus import now. Hope on the attack. The push shot falls in.
He has been an alternative post option for SMB here in the second half. Malik Pope.
106-80. Back to a 17-point advantage for the San Miguel Beermen.
Umangat pa ang mga bida sa gilas ng lingas, pero sa silangan lalo umangas, lalong tumalas ang pinuhunang katas na pangarap. Lagpas na lapaan,